welcome back to In the Loop. I'm Miranda Strecker, and here with me today is Jayanna Greenwood. Jayanna Greenwood, thank you for joining us today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
And would you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Oh, I'm a mom and wife. I have 3 kids, all grown. I went to school here at Southeastern. I got my bachelor's degree here. And then I went to OU and I got my master's degree in library and information science.
Wow, that's very impressive. And what is your role at the library?
I'm the distance education librarian. I know that's a mouthful.
That is very much, yes.
But I help online students. A good number of our students are online. A lot of them are hybrid as well. So I help students that sometimes are very far away from campus. And sometimes they can feel like they're kind of left out of library services, but they shouldn't because we have so much for distance students.
And what are some challenges that you face, and how do you go about facing those challenges?
I think one of the things that I've noticed is that students join the school, they start school, and they don't know what's available to them. They just don't know. So I try to advertise, I send out emails. We have a library Facebook and an Instagram, and I try to visit as many classes as I can, even if they're in the evenings, so that students know what's available to them and know that it's free for them to use. We don't charge things. So, they might think, oh, well, I found this article on Google Scholar, but it was $40, so I can't use it. Well, library services, we have lots of things that we own, and we can also borrow from other universities without any cost to the student at all. So I think our number one problem is marketing and getting the word out, but we're always trying to. So I would say if anybody gets some help from the library, to share that info with other students.
That's great. And what is your favorite part of your job?
Oh, favorite part. I really like my job. I do. I have my dream job. So I think my favorite part is when a student has that light bulb moment, not necessarily just because they found something that they didn't think they would be able to find anything that they were searching for, some really good information, but also that these resources are here all the way through school, and some of them they can use after they graduate as a professional. That light bulb moment when they realize how much power is really at their hands with information.
Wow, that's amazing. And what inspired you to pursue your career? Or was it somebody that helped?
Well, I've been working in libraries since 2010. I used to work in banking, and that was hard for me. I liked the structure, and I liked having a set of rules to go by. I liked the order, but I didn't like having to tell people that I couldn't help them. I didn't like that. I liked public service, really was my thing. And so when I decided to try working in a library, I was just an assistant. I just worked at the circ desk. And people would come in with all kinds of problems, and I would be able to give them something. Well, here's this information, or here's this place you can go to, or here's this resource that you didn't know about. And that was just magical for me, because people would come in with an issue and leave with answers. And so I decided to go back to college to see if I could be a librarian and make some decisions about programs and things. And then when I went back to college, boy, I didn't know anything. I didn't know about computers. I didn't know about writing papers. I had to learn a lot, and I would go into the library to work. And that's when I realized I had that light bulb moment. I really could help students who are new or returning to school that are in this same situation, and how much easier I could make it for them if they just come in the library and ask for help. So that was really what got me started in library services, was needing it myself.
That's great. That's a great option for students. needing that extra help. What are some of your future goals career-wise?
Career-wise, I've been considering going back to school to get my doctorate, because sometimes opening up your world to a little more education gives you opportunities to do things and make changes in ways that you can't without it. I'm also continuing my education. I want to learn Spanish and sign language so I can help more people and reach out and make a bigger difference. I also present at conferences sometimes. I do some research here at the university, seeing what works for students and what doesn't as far as information literacy. And then I report those findings at conferences to other librarians and other educators so that they can try new things that I've tried.
That's great. And thank you today for coming out here. I
Sure.
appreciate it. You have been listening to In the Loop. I'm Miranda Strecker, and that's all for today.